But it's your boy DD758 Sakafet. To all my subscribers, I'd like to say thank you. And to all my new subscribers, I'd like to say thank you. Don't forget to leave a comment and don't forget to hit that like button. Today, we're going to talk about 90-day best of Brittney and Yazan. Alright, so let's do a quick recap. Just remember, Brittney met Yazan through Yazan's sister. They were roommates and she saw him on the computer and she's like, oh, that's my flavor. So when she realized Yazan was the flavor, they started talking shit. When Yazan went to that Instagram, they say butter makes everything taste good. Well, Brittney made everything taste good for Yazan. He started licking them fingers and he's like, damn, she fine. So then after that happened, boom, they started texting. She decided, okay, she went and visited him. She came back to the US and she decided she's going to move to Jordan to get married. Let's not forget, before Brittney got on that plane, Brittney drank a whole bottle, or almost a whole bottle of wine.
Perfect.
How she did that, I wouldn't be able to do that. She drank almost half a bottle of wine before she was in the plane. I guess that must be her relaxer, something to relax her and calm her down. So then, he's just bipolar. That's all it is. Because when Yazan met Brittney in the airport, one, Brittney smelled like she must have drank a whole bottle of wine. Two, Brittney had alcohol. Three, Brittney tried to hug him. He can't do that because he's not married. So he's like, F you, F you, F you, F you, man, a bunch of F. Somebody need to teach Yazan how to cuss. Yazan don't know how to cuss. It's like F you, F you, F you. So then the producers was wondering, like, what did they do? Even I myself started wondering, what did I do to Yazan when the time that episode aired? I was like, looking around, I was like, damn, did I do something to Yazan? Because when the producers ask him, why are you cussing so much? Why are you cussing so much? He's like, man, F me too. And she already knew what Yazan was about and what his culture was about. So I don't know why she did that. So then they got to the point where he had to introduce Brittney to his parents. And, you know, that night he didn't sleep at the hotel. He said he had to sleep at his house because it's not allowed, they were not married. And then it all played out when he had to introduce Brittney to his parents. And when that played out, that thing was just, it just wasn't nice as well. Because also there was a point in time the translator was explaining to Brittney what was going on, where Brittney Yazan and the translator was sitting at a table in some outside some restaurant. The translator was letting Brittney know that Yazan's family and his immediate family, the uncles, the aunts, and the elders, everybody was having a meeting about what was going on between Brittney and Yazan. And let's also talk about when Brittney met Yazan's parents. The parents were not pleased with Brittney because they thought Brittney was basically a P-star or a sex worker. From looking at her Instagram, they really thought that's what she was. So, you know, Brittney be popping that bussy. She be popping that on her Instagram. She be popping that. She be wearing all kind of outfits, lingerie. We know how messy her Instagram is. She said she's a rapper. I've never seen any rapper that, okay, where are your music videos like, where is it? I even remember when that happened. Auntie Cheryl did the reporting that Auntie Cheryl got them bars. Gio got them bars. Brittney, you ain't got them bars, and we still waiting on them bars. So I don't know. She ain't a rapper. I don't care. I don't care. Even Uncle Perry got them bars. I got them bars. You want to hear my bars? Cheryl makes bars. But we know Brittney ain't no rapper. Her career ain't kicking off. We don't care. Next, let's move on. So let me wrap up that recap. Then you know what happened in Jordan. Yazan was homeless. Yazan didn't have anywhere to stay. Brittney went back to America, popping that bussy. Nobody cares. Recap. I'm done. So I don't know if you guys can also recall when Brittney and Yazan were together. Brittney was still married. Yazan had this woman he was talking to in Canada. And boy, she had them receipts. Yes, baby, she had them receipts. She showed them receipts. And Yazan, as usual, Mr. Bipolar, got pissed and he started cussing her and cussing and cussing and she recorded him on a phone cussing her out. And like I say and I say again, somebody please teach Yazan how to cuss. Mother effer, you mother. And he was just going on and on and on with his cussing. I don't know what you call that, but some type of cussing. That's how he played out. But then Yazan have been shady. He's been really shady. Texting other women, talking to other women, and Brittney is shady as well. Both of them are shady. So that's why I call it liar line. So then let's get to the bed all. In the bed all, basically Yazan said Brittney never told him that she like or she dated older men. And why would you be together and then you wouldn't ask you certain questions to see like if if Brittney is your flavor, put it like that thing. Then he said that people send pictures, information to his parents, showing them Brittney, showing them what Brittney does, showing them Brittney Instagram, Brittney stand by the pool if she and a friend popping that bussy.
Perfect.
So because of this, Yazan parents thought Brittney was a peace star or sex worker, and they didn't want Yazan and Brittney to get married. So they spoke about that. And yes, yes, yes. Yazan went and he said this, and Brittany's like, Yazan, you're lying, you're lying. And Yazan went off like, Mr. Bipolar, he always go off. And then Brittany, guess what Brittany did? She pulled out them receipts. And she had them receipts. And then the receipts read, my parents love you. My parents love the way you dress. My parents support you. So why is Yazan lying? Yeah, Yazan is just a compulsive liar, telling lies. And then after that happened, you could have heard a pin drop in the room. That's how quiet he got. So I don't know why he was lying. She also said Brittany also said Yazan was stealing money out of her purse. She said that Yazan is like, in my opinion, I'll put it as a bum. He didn't work, he drink, and he used to steal money out of her purse. So she went to Jordan probably thinking maybe Yazan had a good job, had his business running, and then but then it was the total opposite. Yazan was a drinker. She said Yazan and his brother used to drink, and then the brother came on as well. The brother spoke about it. She said she has receipts of them drinking and stuff like that. So it was just a whole mess, an argument, a whole mess. It was just messy. But then I don't know how, you know, Yazan be taking money out from Brittany, taking money out of her purse. That's not right, Yazan. That's not right. You don't be doing the woman that. But the next thing is Yazan acts like a saint. Yazan acts like he don't indulge in anything to do with sin. But correct me if I'm wrong. If you're in someone's country, like someone come visit you in your country, it's just you and her, right? You're all at the hotel. Brittany says she pays for everything. That's one of the things she paid for the hotel, she paid for the flight, she paid everything herself. But that's just the scenario I'm bringing up to you guys, and also leave a comment about that. If Brittany moved to Jordan, okay, you all spend a night at a hotel. Just remember, Yazan was a virgin before he met Brittany, and Yazan is in lust. Don't you think when they were in that hotel by themselves, the glow in the dark condoms came out? Don't you think Yazan would probably want to see what all it feels like? Yazan would want to know what it feels like. Pull out them glow in the dark condoms, and Yazan don't come off to me as Scott in Love After Lockup. Like you have a whole woman in a bathtub naked, ankle monitor out the water naked, and you don't know what to do. You understand? He doesn't look like that guy that he knows what to do. So you cannot tell me that you're in a hotel by yourselves and nothing never happened or nothing never transpired. But then the translator is a sellout. Sellout. I like that translator. He dry snitching. He dry snitching. He is a dry snitch. The translator is like when the host was talking to the translators brought certain things to light. The translator said, Yazan risked it all just because he was in lust. and he was in love with Brittney's body. And that's all it was. That whole thing where Brittney moved to Jordan, he tried to get married to Brittney. All that was just out of lust, and that was just wrong, Yazan. You don't go into a relationship based on lust. It would not work because at the point where you all can't do anything anymore, what you gonna do? You have to go in a relationship for all the right reasons, not all the wrong reasons. And that was just a red flag in my opinion. But the translator dry snitch, and then there was a small snippet where the translator and Yazan was having a conversation, and Yazan said when he saw a body, and the first time he saw that body, and he was like, "Boy, I got blue balls." He was like, "You got blue balls, like boy, you wanted to be all up in there," but then he just couldn't because it was against his religion. They're not married, and Yazan just laughed. I think that was the happiest I ever saw it. Yazan look laughing and enjoying the whole conversation of the bird, or like he was just laughing like a little child when a little child give a little child candy and then they got the candy and they happy. That's how Yazan look because he know after the first time he got them blue balls, he know what happened. Them going to that condoms came out and then he finished it. Perfect. So it got to a point where the brother got involved. They spoke about the drinking. They spoke about Brittney and Brittney's lies and this and that. But at this point, you have to try and, for me, I don't know what to believe. Brittney lies, Yazan also lies. So it's a little difficult to try and pick sides. But for me, despite of the type of person Brittney is, I think Brittney was telling more of the truth than Yazan. That's just my opinion. You guys also leave a comment, tell me what you think. But that's just my opinion. I think Brittney was telling more of the truth, and Yazan was because Yazan just he strikes me as somebody that's not too okay. Like the way he be looking sometimes, like he's passed out, or I don't want to implement anything, but then he looks kind of like he struggles sometimes with himself, or struggle with his personality, or struggle with his religion, or he like some things he just want to do anymore. But the host asked them about, well, where are they now? And then Yazan said he's dating somebody else. I think that he's seen somebody else from the US, how he's engaged. Brittney said she's also looking for somebody else. She's dating. Hence, there is this new show that's supposed to come up on the Single Life 90 Day. So it will talk about like I think Brittney Big Head or that disgusting man is going to be on there. They're going on dates. Colty. Don't forget Colty the Speedo. So I most likely I'll be covering it and giving you guys updates on it. And that's about it. That buried all with Brittney and Yazan. But Brittney, I hope you find love. I wish you all the best, my girl. Yazan, congratulations on your engagement. Make the best of it, bro. Oh my god, guys, one more thing. Make sure you guys leave a comment. This is all over social media where this woman used Gorilla Glue in her hair as a replacement for hair glue. And right now, she used shampoo, she used all kind of home old school remedies. Everything she's using is not working. It's not coming out of her hair. So, guys, please leave a comment. She lucky her hand didn't get stuck into her head like this because what would she have done? And it's the best hairstyle I've ever seen. But then at the same time, this is crazy. So let's see what Google have to say about Gorilla Glue. Google, what is Gorilla Glue used for?
According to CNN, according to Gorilla Glue's website, the glue, which is 100% waterproof and usually used for fixing bathroom tiles, wood flooring and decking, can be removed with acetone or isopropyl alcohol.
Thank you. Google said it. I didn't say it. Tiles, flooring, metal, wood. They never said anything about hair. We're in 2021. Use your phone. People don't go around using using those kind of glues in your shit. I'm out. I'm out. I'm gone. I'm out. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to leave a comment. We spoke about 90-day bezel, and I had to talk about that glue, that sticky situation basically. I'm out. Bye.